Hi guys, this is Kazuki933. I'm here with another body review for Xaga slash Xaga doll, however you want to say it. For their MSD Blue Obsidian line, the Alva or Elva, in ALVA or ELVA. The end card has the E version, and Xaga has the A version. They changed it. With this boy, this is their only boy, MSD boy that they have. The only, body they have for this type. He's not on the angel body. He does not have an angel body. Their MSD line has no angel bodies. They have girls and boys, unlike their USDs, who have angel bodies, which means they have no parts. He has parts, and so do the girls. Funny enough. You can actually, this is an Alva slash Elva head. Mitten card has the ELVA version, but Xaga doll has actually changed the boy's name on the website to ALVA instead of ELVA, which can be confusing, so I type it both ways most of the time when referring to this doll. He is part of the Blue Obsidian line that they have, which is of course, their MSD line. And I decided to go with the boy because I like my pretty boys. So, this is Alex, and this is his body review today. So, I'll undress him, and we'll see how he works. I just gotta turn this off. Be back in a minute, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Here he is undressed and everything, naked dolly for people who are accidentally clicking on this video or whatnot. I don't know why you're here then. But here is the body for the most part. He is 46 centimeters tall, actually, whereas quite a lot of other dolls are 42 centimeters. So he is practically a giant next to my other 3 MSDs that I have. He is actually one of the first dolls that I have that is not a slim MSD. And I prefer my slim MSDs, which is because that's all I've ever had. So, and I find their spindly limbs a lot prettier. But I do like the body. Funny enough, my Let's Kid Elf girl, she seems so bulky. But the funny thing is, I didn't expect it, but pants for him, he can fit in normal MSD pants as long as they're stretchy. His measurements are about 1 centimeter over the regular MSDs like Lutz and all them. So you gotta make sure whatever you're going to put this body in is stretchy. I have stretch pants here that were under his harem pants because I don't like showing people his junk. So I actually have black stretch pants over him. But these are especially kind of made for him, so they sit just a little low on his butt. But if I were to put the other one, which actually was for my Let's girl, on him, his butt crack will show, sadly. So it's a good idea to get custom measurement pants for him, especially if you go for jeans. If you don't especially know what brand of pants will fit, and you're not sure, it's a good idea to compare measurements with other dolls. I'm not sure what other dolls could be compared to him. He's just a little bit bigger all around. Okay, now onto the body review. His nails and his toenails are painted like a pink color. I did that to him, so just to tell you. Now with most, I'll refer to him as Xaga, not Xaga, just because I don't feel like saying it that way, and it's early in the morning. So, with most of them, you get the melon head effect here. my Green Obsidian No-No, the USD version, has a melon head as well. So the wigs actually that you get them, the 7/8, work pretty well. Except his slips a little bit, and I don't understand why. So I have a head cap for him, a silicone head cap for him on the way, which I just finally got to getting. So they're sculpted very pretty. At least he is. Like I said, you can here, let me get him sit so I can see better his face. Move the light a bit. Maybe not. I have this light over here. Probably won't be able to see his face too well. It's a little dark. I better move my camera up a bit. Sliding it, my webcam here. Like I said, it's a little dark, so you probably won't be able to see his face too well. I don't know. This is the company Face Up. It's actually very pretty. I love Xaga doll face ups, so I get them all the time because they usually suit the doll I'm getting. He has one green and one brown eye, which that's not prevalent, but still. The face up is very high quality actually, and his eyelashes are very pretty. They're very feminine. How do you say that? Feminine, but and I actually had to go in and take some glue though, and glue his one eyelash halfway back on because it was hanging there a bit, which I don't know. I waited like 6-7 months for this guy, and I don't understand why. They did some things, but whatever. Anyways, like I was saying before, he has a big melon head here. His insignia in the back. Try and get over here. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing most days, so try and move this. So moving him over here. His head, I guess movement's pretty good. It's not the best like some dolls. It goes back, forward. It's okay movement, I guess. Forward, back, forward. He can nod. He can't look up too far. You can look down, okay. Look up, turning him this side. Side to side movements. He likes to go forward too. It's okay as well. His head doesn't have as much movement, like I said, as some other dolls, but I don't think he was made to be a total amazing poser. Though in pictures that they have, if you've seen them, especially on my own card, they have him sitting in like odd positions and with his feet and legs crossed a certain way. He is double jointed, and I always love my double jointed dolls. He is a 2-torso doll, so you can lean back a bit. See, I need more light in here. I have all the lights on I can get. Let's move this maybe over here a little bit. He goes back, forward, slouches. He isn't the best sloucher ever, but let's get him to do this. I'm trying to move my fingers so you guys can see. Goes back very far, and there is a gap here, but like usual, you'll have clothes on him, except for me, who did not have a top on him. But I actually have a top coming in. I'm going to try and see if a JID, which is the House version of their dolls, well, an House size, sorry, shirt will fit. It's not, it's a baggy shirt, so I'm looking for a baggy look for him, for a different outfit. So we'll see how that looks on him later, if you actually look through pictures and stuff like that that I post. There are some notches, about 2 notches. if you can see that, 2 notches down here that should hold him in place, and they kind of do, for the most part. He's an okay poser. He's still pretty good. I actually had to take him apart, and if I can get to it, I'll put up the I had to wash him out because he had a lot of resin dust coming out of him. Because they sanded him down, but they did not wash the parts. So I had an adventure taking him apart, and that's on video if I can, whenever I put that up. So if you get one of these guys, it's probably a good idea to take them apart and wash them, so you don't, in case you're allergic to resin and all this other stuff. It's also a good idea not to have this the resin dust in your home. These guys stay in my bedroom, so I kind of had to wash him out. About, gosh, maybe 2 weeks ago is when I did that to him, and I've had him for, gosh, maybe less than a month. Moving on, I ramble like usual. His arms, they go up pretty good, I guess. They stay up. Well, kind of. He doesn't want to. They stay up, like riding an airplane. It also depends on how they're strung, I guess. He was actually kind of strung a bit tight. And he still kind of is, because he has the same string in him that he came with. But here's that, and then you put that up for, under the armpits, and it goes up, and you can hold it a bit. And then you see the pretty joint here, the pretty double joint. And then this, which closes it. But then you open it, and it goes off like that. And actually, let me try and get in here without... there's nothing elaborate on the inside of these. Like my little fee has on the inside this interlocking thing in the arm, but it's just the floating peanut, and that's it. There's nothing extravagant on the inside holding it in place. So you go down here, and the arm, yeah, it's looking right at you. Then you look at the hand. The hand goes up a little ways, down a lot, and then I guess up a little ways. It doesn't have much movement going up. I'm kind of locked in there going up. And then down. The most it does, the hand does, is go down a lot. It won't go up too far though. So you'll have a little bit like that, like a high five. So that's the arms and the upper body. And then going down here, he has a swiveling joint. A swiveling joint here that swivels his leg. The swivel joint, and actually, when I was restringing him, I found something pretty cool. For some reason, I find some dolls remind me of Volks, like, heavily. Of course, he doesn't have this part that goes down into the side like Volks does. But I'm trying to open this, see as you guys see. He has this, just that one little, like how that hole is, and that's it. It doesn't go straight up. It's not a straight up hole like some other dolls. And this is one of the reasons why he was strung a bit heavily. Not heavily, I mean like tight. So it kind of goes like this and this. That's why it kind of reminds me of Volks a little bit, but except it's on the inside of the of this. Trying to get over here. This part, it's on the inside, and I found it funny how they strung him actually. So he has one like 2 pieces of elastic in him. The arms, and then, you know, the part that goes from his head down and into the legs. And usually, you know, that's normal. Except usually some doll companies, quite a few of them that have taken dolls apart for, they have the two, I'm trying to explain this here, two, they loop it, you know, they loop it, and then they, I wish I had some type of reference material here. Let me sit it down. They have the one piece of elastic. They pinch it in the center, and then there's for the legs. One leg and then the other leg. That's not like this. This is actually one full loop of elastic that goes down. You know, it has the two, but it all goes down, and then the hips right here, they take the loop and then they separate it, and then it goes down into the legs. He was actually very hard to restring for me, just because of how tight I had to make him to actually hold poses. So when he's tight enough, he holds his poses pretty good, but not too tight, mind you. I had to actually go out in my garage and get something so I could pull on the elastic to make it tighter, because it wasn't going through the leg and I was breaking a whole bunch of practically my weapons to get his leg back on, but I succeeded. Again, like I said, a ramble. His swivel joint, it's normal. So it's just has that piece right there, and there is no locking thing in there either, so there's nothing too unusual about that. And then his double jointed knees, the backs actually look a little funky. They have this just cut off look to them, but I kind of like that. So it's like seamless on the doll, so you just rub over it and kind of feel it, but there's nothing snagging you. And then you bend the knee. He holds the leg up pretty good, actually. So he holds it. And then the knee, it's double jointed. So there's this floating piece right in here. So he doesn't hold that up too well, but that's okay, I guess. So here's the piece. Snaps the first. So it's the piece is right here. This is the floating piece. And then it goes up again. And then the pieces are separated. And then down here is his foot. His foot goes down pretty far, actually. Let me try this one. The foot goes down, and then, move your foot, mister. Down, and then goes up. The foot actually has a range of movement. I love how far it goes down. And then it goes up pretty far, I guess. And then side, well, I can't really do side movement. I gotta hold his leg. Of course, you're not gonna be doing much. So the side movement for this, well, moving it, turning to side, no movement practically, which is, it's fine, because you shouldn't probably be doing too much of that anyways. Besides that, that's about all I have to say for this doll, I guess. He is, I don't know what I was gonna say. He stands pretty well. Take the camera off here. He stands pretty well on his own feet. My hand. So he stands very, very well. I usually get a lot of good standing dolls, which I find funny. But then again, I have a few that don't stand well at all. But most of my dolls stand pretty well. So he's a very good stander. He poses very, very well. And of course I couldn't ask for kind of a better boy from them, I guess. In some pictures, if you distort it a little bit, some pictures, he has some ab definition in here as well. So it's not, he's not overly manly, you know, with the big ripped abs or anything, but he has an indentation of ab definition in here. So if you look really close, you can actually see it. Okay, that's all I have to say. Thanks for listening and watching. This video took quite a little while. But if you're interested in getting one of these dolls, I do recommend getting them. But like I said, my first Xaga that I got, he was a USD with face up, and he came about 2 months after I ordered him, but this is when the company was still young. They're around 2 years old then. I think this is about their 3rd year in, so they'll almost be on their 4th. And a lot of people are ordering from them. I was actually in the first order batch for Xaga from Mint on Card, so that's probably why it only took 2 months. They actually had a problem in January with some of their machines, apparently, and they weren't running correctly, and yet they're pumping out orders for other people, so I don't understand. But, so yeah, they had problems. I'm not sure what's going on now, because the December and February order was released together in February 2013, and he came in on the 11th of July 2013. So that means I got to bring him to my convention that I was hoping to bring him to, which was YakasaCon, which I'll never go to again, I'm sorry to say, kind of. But like I said, if you want an Xaga doll, or Xaga doll, however you want to say it, then like I said, I do recommend these dolls. They are high quality. Although this time I was a little bit disappointed in how they handled my order. It's not Mint on Card's fault, and I love Mint on Card, so if you can, order through our awesome American dealer, Mint on Card, like usual. And any other dealer, like Denver Doll and the Junkie Spot. Of course, those are like the only American distributors I will go through. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But, like I said, these are awesome dolls. And I can attest to that. I have 2. This and their USD. So, yeah. Like I said, if you want to get one of these dolls, go ahead and get it. I ramble now, so I rambled, don't I? Rambled. Okay, over and out, people.